Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And joining me today from the Normal Anomaly Initiative Incorporated are Jordan and Joelle. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you two doing today?
Good, exhausted but good. We are still in festival mode, so exhausted but good.
That is so exciting. Well, just in case anyone didn't see our first previous interview, just give a brief introduction of yourself and tell us a little bit about the Normal Anomaly Initiative.
Yes, so my name is Jordan Edwards. I am the Center Director at the Normal Anomaly Initiative.
I am Joelle Espeut. I am the Director of Programming at the Normal Anomaly. And the Normal Anomaly, we are a Houston-based nonprofit organization where we are all about eliminating barriers and creating new norms for the Black queer community.
I love it. And on April 30th, you put on the amazing giant Black Queer AF Festival. And I know it was a good time, so I'd like to hear from you. How was that, putting that on?
It was, we worked the whole festival, so we don't really know how it was, but we had 1,200 people there. The crowd was amazing. It was the full spectrum of Blackness and queerness. We had, the performers were amazing. I mean, who was your favorite?
My favorite had to be probably 7 Deep.
Oh, yeah.
7 Deep was probably my favorite.
7 Deep was definitely amazing. I loved Dawn. Yes. I love Sissy Nobi. Sissy Nobi, we almost toward the stage now. Trying to get to the Sissy Nobi. Yeah. But it was amazing. We got a lot of great feedback for community. A lot of people said that they didn't even know that anything like that existed for us. Yes. So it was just a beautiful experience to be able to see community come together and engage. And it was a little bit overwhelming, the amount of stimulation that we had.
I can imagine.
We had the artists, we had vendors, we had our Black queer businesses being launched. So they had these amazing immersive experiences. So there was a lot going on.
Oh, wow. Well, I love that. I love that you had such a good time putting this together. Eventually, we want at a point where you'll be able to get a lot of the show too, to see a lot of it while still being behind the scenes, getting everything together, right?
Definitely. So next year we're doing it. Next year.
Definitely. Well, tell me some of the lessons that you've learned, putting on this festival, and anything that you learned that you would want to put into next year's festival. Maybe anything with the performers, anything with the artists, or just anything that you learned putting something this big together.
I think we learned that making history takes a lot of work. And this festival was a huge undertaking, and it originally started off with just 3 of us, and our team expanded to 6. And so the festival was a huge success, but the work that went into it, we learned from that. We learned that we had proper placement for where individuals were located, such as their programs that they were launching. And just being more intentful with making sure that the crowd was able to reach the populations that we wanted them to see. And also that the music was great, and the crowd loved the energy of the different performers. And we want to make sure that the next year we can do better.
I would say we really learned, kind of just really echoing what Jordan said. It was a lot. It was Houston's first Black queer music festival. I believe it's also Texas's first Black queer music festival. So to put on something like that, and we're a small nonprofit organization. It was literally 3 at first, but then it grew to 6. But it was probably less than a dozen of us that were actually managing the events. Yeah. And less than a dozen Black queer individuals who never put on a music festival. There was a lot of learning opportunities, but it was really as big as we thought it was bigger. It was way bigger. So just knowing the true magnitude of what we were doing and seeing the full scope of it was definitely a learning opportunity. And really just learning to be in the moment and to have fun and to really make sure that we engage with community. Because really that's what it was about. It was, you know, yes, it was this amazing music festival, but it was really about community coming together. So many of our friends and family and chosen family and new friends came out. So definitely next year and forward, just making sure that we're able to be in the moment and enjoying ourselves with community, because we are a part of the community that we serve.
Certainly, certainly. I'm so glad that it was such a success. And as you look into the future, what else can we expect from the Normal Anomaly initiative?
So as far as the festival, we're already planning next year's festival. So the tentative date is May 6th, 2023. So we definitely want everyone to look out for that. Look out for the relaunch of our Project Liberate, which was our 6-month leadership program that helps Black queer businesses become sustainable. We are relaunching that next month. So definitely we want people to be on the lookout for that as well, because that's an amazing program that saw Black queer businesses really launch and be relaunched and introduced to community. We also have some really, really amazing direct service programs that we're continuing and starting that Jordan is actually leading.
Yes, our employment services are increasing. We're actually looking to do a job fair eventually. So we're working on dates, and that's tentative because we want to make sure all policies and procedures are in place to make sure that it is as equitable and sustainable as possible. Our transportation service is actually increasing. We're going from not just having lift codes to actually purchasing a vehicle, hopefully 2, fingers crossed, to be able to expand upon making sure that we know who's driving, and also making sure that there's lessons being learned and teachings within that ride as well.
We're super excited. Our next major thing that we're working on is we're actually working on a stage play called Strapped. It is a stage play surrounding sex positivity and sexuality. We're in the beginning stages of planning it now, but we're expected to have it debut and premiere at the end of the year. So we're super excited for that.
Congratulations. I just premiered my first stage play last week too, and it was
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So I love that. Let's keep in touch.
Yes, definitely.
I love that. That is very, very exciting. I wish you the best of luck with that. That's going to be so good to put together.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, you all are doing so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for what you're doing in your community. Thank you for what you're creating to really enrich and enlighten the community and bring the community together. It's really, really important work. It's really historical work. And, my hats off to you for, your contributions to our wider community. So thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you.
Of course. And before I let you go, of course, how can people follow you, keep up with you, donate, support, get involved with everything that the Normal Anomaly Initiative Incorporated is doing?
Yeah, so we are on all social media platforms. We are _Normal Anomaly on Twitter. We are The Normal Anomaly on Instagram and Facebook. The best way to really find out what we do and how to keep engaged with us is also visiting our website, normalanomaly.org. You can donate to us because we love money, because we definitely cannot do this work for free, all of this work that we do. But you can also find out about a lot of our exciting programs that we do. We, like Jordan said, we have our direct services, our transportation program, our employment services. We also do a community burial fund. So we actually help donate money towards, our community when they suffer a loss, because a lot of times we're, not as prepared when we have those losses. So we've been able to fund up to 6 funerals with our community burial fund. So we definitely, any money that comes into us goes directly into our direct services. So definitely you can follow us that way. But yeah, and following our social media, because we do a ton of things all the time, every time. So you can definitely follow us on social media to really see what we're doing in the moment.
Awesome. And we're going to have those links in the description below so that our audience can go ahead and check those out. Once again, thank you both for joining me today. I wish you a great weekend, and just thank you so much for being here with me today. To those who are watching, please follow Team Rayceen Productions at Team Rayceen on all forms of social media. Click around our YouTube channel and check out our other interviews, vlogs, forums, and more. Make sure that while you're there, you like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.